Have you ever wanted to play a game where you fight a giant meatball man? If you said yes for whatever reason, then I might just have the game for you. I present to you Dead or School. It's a game that I'm very fond of, honestly. And I wanted to share it with the world because I actually don't know how many people know this exists. I don't know how many people know this exists, but I want to make sure more people know it exists. So, I don't know, I just thought I'd play it and show you what it is. Because honestly, it's one of my favorite games of all time. But first, I want to mention that I will be playing this game with a controller. Because if you play with anything but a controller, then you're a little psychopath. So yeah, let's just get into it. First of all, the difficulty. I forgot that you can actually choose the difficulty. I mean, you can change it anytime. I never played on easy. I beat the game on normal. And since I beat the game, it might just be appropriate to go on a hard difficulty. Better. Yeah. And I will be narrating all of it. In a dystopian future, human beings were contaminated with an unknown virus and turned into mutants. The battle between the people that remained and the mutants was fierce, and they started a war to determine which species will survive and take control of the surface. They fought for over 3 years, and the humans lost the war. They had no choice but to live underground, giving up on life on the surface. They were afraid of being invaded by the mutants, and they dug deep. Human culture and history was almost completely forgotten, and many years have passed since the escape. And now, after 78 years of living under the ground, whatever. "78 years underground. Well, I don't care how long it's been. But how much longer do we need to stay down here at this crappy underground shelter? There's really nothing we can do about it, Nami. We're not supposed to get out of the shelter. That's the rule our village chief said. Damn right. It's all that village chief bitch's fault. Just because she has only a few years left to live. That doesn't give her the right to take away the golden years of youth from us, the young and beautiful. By the way, I found a secret elevator. A secret elevator? I found it in the further back of this shelter. It's never been used. It might take us to the ground above us. The ground above. But there are many mutants there. The village chief said so. She said we shouldn't even get close. stop listening to the ramblings of that old lady. Have you really thought about how long the mankind has been living down here? Mutants on the surface must be mummies by now, let alone rotten. But what? How much longer do we want to live in this musty and damp underground shelter? I've once read about it in a magazine I found. It said that on the surface there is an endless blue sky with no walls and no ceilings. Blue sky. Hi there. What are you two up to? Oh, Isako. Well, Nami found a secret elevator. No, you can't tell her. Why not, Nami? Because Hisako is the village chief's daughter, that's why. If the chief finds out, the punishment will be more than cleaning the shelter floors this time. Come on, Yui. Nothing good will come out of talking to the chief's daughter. Sorry, Hisako. There's something important, Nami, and I need to discuss. You guys. We're going up. On the surface. I have to admit, this is some secret elevator. No wonder it's never been used. I can't believe we've actually come this close to the surface. Nami, I'm scared. Stop it, Yui. Nearly there. The surface world that no one has seen. The blue sky of my dreams is right there. What was that voice? No, oh! This can't be. I never thought the chief would be right. But she was telling the truth about mutants taking over the surface. It is not a place humans can live. Impossible. It's impossible for us humans to ever see the blue sky. Please. Somebody help. Hisako. Oh, Hisako. Let this one go, please, Hisako. Please don't let the chief. Don't tell the chief bitch about this. All we wanted to do was see the blue sky above the ground. The blue sky. You, over there. What do you think you are doing? Voice. I was wondering where you were since I didn't see you at the shelter. How dare you get into the forbidden elevator? How dare you? Oh crap. Look who's coming. It is far worse than mutants. Isako, take care of this, will you? Thanks. Come on, Yui. They just don't understand. They have no idea how dangerous the surface is. Come now, Hisako. We need to get back down to our shelter. Otherwise, mutants will smell corpses and come after us again. Mom, was Nami telling the truth? Above the ground. Is it true that there is an endless blue sky above the ground? Hisako, please don't tell me you forgot the rule of our underground shelter. But, Mom, how much longer are you going to force us to live in this dim, small place so deep underground and stay quiet? I want to get up there, to the surface, and play with my friends under the blue sky. What in the world? Oh, this child. Well. What to do now? Perhaps this place is too small for active girls like Hisako. Grandma! My dear Hisako, you can tell me anything. Come, let's go back to our underground shelter. What's the matter, Hisako? Grandma, you used to live above the ground, didn't you? What was it like? Sorry, Hisako. When the war broke out on the surface, we fled into the underground. For some reason, I lost all my memories of the surface world. But even then, even I remember one thing about it. Really? Please, do tell me. The only thing I remember is... But if you want to hear it, take this first. Hisako. What are these clothes, Grandma? They're called a school uniform. A uniform? Now, listen. On the surface, there were paradise-like places called schools. Children wore uniforms, went to school, ate tasty food, laughed loudly together, made many friends and played together. That's your grandma's only remaining memory of the surface world. My school memories. School. Eat together. Play together. Wow. A place like that really existed? When the war broke out and we had to flee into the underground, I was wearing this school uniform as a young girl. Although I don't remember anything else. When I look at this uniform, it reminds me of my happy school days, though only vaguely. The uniform you wore. Grandma's uniform. A paradise on the surface. A school. Hisako, go. Hisako, go to Shinjuku Station first if you want to head to the surface. Shinjuku? You know, it's the biggest train station in underground Tokyo. You should be able to find reliable companions at Shinjuku Station. Build a team and head to the surface together. School is a sacred place for many people to go to. It's not a place you can get to on your own. But Grandma, how can I get to Shinjuku? Use this train that people like me are using as residential areas. I knew this day would come, so I've kept the train I used in youth in good conditions. Thanks, Grandma. So, Shinjuku Station it is. Mother, how could you send Hisako to Shinjuku? It's her eyes. I couldn't bury her bright eyes in this sad, dim place. The sparkle in her eyes is the hope of the mankind. Your eyes used to have the same sparkle. And I know it was me who took away that sparkle. It was my selfishness that killed your hopes. I don't want us to make the same mistake anymore. For now, just trust it. Trust the hope that's in Hisako's bright eyes. And we are finally in the game. The earlier I do this, the better. I want to apologize for butchering the Japanese words in it, because I know for a fact that I'll be butchering every single Japanese word that's in here, and I just want to apologize for that. But for now, we go to the route map. Then we go to Shinjuku. At least that's how I'll pronounce it, because I literally have no idea how to pronounce it any other way. Oh, narration. So, this is Shinjuku Station. Grandma, I promise I'll take good care of your uniform. And we'll get to the surface. Promise. And I will go to school. Damn right you will. Overall, the graphics are... I mean, they're alright. They're not the best. But I really like the story of this game. And here we get the first interaction with mutants, as you see. Actually, can I? No. You have the option to help. Well, not the op, it's a demand. But no. Ah! Somebody help me. I don't need this tutorial. Yeah. Come on. I can't do a perfect dodge. Are you kidding? One of my perfect dodges. Behind you. Thank you for saving me. It's amazing how a girl like you can defeat mutants all alone. Thank you again. I'm Eureka, a civilization investigator from Rapongi Station. A civilization investigator. Haven't you heard about us? Haven't you heard about us? It's been 78 years since humans lost to mutants on the surface and fled to the underground. Over that period, we humans lost all of our pre-war history and culture. That's why we, civilization investigators, are trying to restore our lost history of the surface world. Well, I don't really understand what you just said, but I'm looking for someone to come to the surface with me, to go to school there. So, bye now. What do you mean, a school on the surface? It's incredible. A girl like you traveling to the surface alone. You do easily get surprised, don't you? That's it. As a civilization investigator, I'll come with you and go to school with you too. What? I was feeling lost because of how little help underground books and remnants were in restoring the civilization on the surface. What's that serious look on your face? You want friends to make a team, don't you? To get to the surface. I do. But schools aren't for old ladies. Well, excuse me for being old. But I can teach. You need teachers in your school, don't you? Once we get to a school on the surface, I can teach history there. What do you say? Besides, there's one more reason for you to take me with you. What's this machine? iArm. Oh cool, the new Apple product. You can communicate from various places. iArm? Yeah, it only costs $3 million. And also chargers sold separately. It was developed on the surface before the war. It's an OOP Arts. OOP Arts. What the fuck is OOP Arts? I mean, you might as well just make it Poop Arts at that point. Is OOP Arts the equivalent of Apple in this world? And OOP Arts. Poop Arts. Poop Arms. It's Poop Arms. With this, you can do a hologram communication, underground mapping, and weapon search too. Let me join you, and you can get your hands on an amazing machine like this. What the fuck is this? Are you advertising this to me? Is this some kind of infomercial for the Poop Arts iArm? So, what do you say? Have I tempted you enough? It is a fucking infomercial. Fuck off. But I've never used machines before. It looks like it's decided then. So, let's start over, shall we? My name is Eureka, and I'm a civilization investigator. So very nice to join you. Ah. Eureka has joined your team. Amazing. Obstacle. Doesn't really look like an obstacle, it just looks like a wall. A wall that looks pretty natural as well. It's blocked. We have to find another way. I mean, yeah. What do you expect me to do? Fucking bust through it with a pipe? And we have a save point. Hisako, wait, I need to tell you something. What? These lights are called save points. Very important places for moving around underground Tokyo. Save points you can customize, buy, and sell your weapons. You can also recover from damages at save points. If you get injured, don't push your luck. Just come back to a save point. You may run into enemies from here on out. Get equipped with a weapon you obtained earlier. The weapon, not a weapon. It has 2 more damage. Also, I wanted to say, like, in this world, is this just fucking LED lights on the ground or something? Or how would you in the real world logically explain a save point? No, you tell me. Oh, hi. Hello. Can you? Okay. Dead End Dan. Question, how do we know that's his name? Is there like a sign in front of him or something that says it? Or are we just assuming? Are we just being mean? Let's talk to Dead End Dan. Help. Are you alright? Red pills. Red pills. Do you have some? Red pills? Hisako, stay away from him. He is a loner. A loner? I feel personally attacked. I feel attacked by this. Just because someone is loner doesn't fucking mean they do drugs in a tunnel. He is referring to illegal drugs that paralyze our brains. What does that have to do with him being a loner? How do those two things correlate? Whatever. Some people take them to deal with the stress and hopelessness of life underground. They give you a sense of exaltation, but regular usage causes brain damage and the stench of death. Even mutants stay away from the addicts. So that means there's no way to save him? Unfortunately. Oh no. The only thing people living down here without any hope could use to escape their reality was the drugs. I don't know what he's doing under that robe, but I don't want to know. 78 years since mankind started living underground. It's long enough for any right-minded person to go mad. So then are we not right-minded people? Is that what... Hisako is kind of a dumbass, not gonna lie. That's a treasure chest. It might contain something useful. Fuck you, game. It contains a gear. Pick it up. Resave point. You can reinforce and modify your weapons with the gear you picked up from earlier. Try it. Get me out of this menu, thank you. Can I sell? I don't want these. Oh my god, I get it, shut up. Sell my pipe. Oh no, I just received a distress signal. A distress signal? Isako, open iArms map. Oh my god. This playthrough is gonna be hard. I can barely speak already. Well, I can speak just fine, but like, reading is getting hard for some reason. You see this human shape over here? That's a stick man, not a human, but yeah, I get what you mean. It means someone is waiting to be rescued. Someone must have pressed one of the many distress signal switches installed by the civilization investigators at various locations. Someone is calling for help from there. ... Okay, let's hurry there. I feel like... It's you. Damn. Are you alright? Sit still for a bit. I'll get you out. I need to give him like a manly voice. A man. What's a manly voice? Wait. What do you mean, save me? You're just a kid. Is that a manly voice? Before mutants smell my blood and get here. Get out now. Hurry. Oh no. Mutant. Bad. He's bad. Why are we making fun of him because he's fat? Why you gotta body shame a mutant? He's a mutant. He's ugly. Who cares? We defeated the fat mutant. Isako, you've increased your level. When your level increases, you obtain a skill. You can obtain a skill in the pause menu anytime. Try it. I never thought a girl like you could be mutants. You're alright now. I'm Isako. We're a rescue. Yeah. I'm Daiba. From Akihabara Station. I came to Shinjuku looking for help. But the ground collapsed. And look what happened to me. Akihabara? Who is this old woman in the image? I have a name, you know. Mirika. Anyway, what do you mean you came here all the way from Akihabara for help? Why? If I remember correctly, there are many strong diggers in Akihabara. Diggers? Yeah, gold diggers. Diggers dig. Diggers dig. I never would have known without Eureka. Thank you. Diggers dig underground to create more residential areas. Like we just said, they dig underground, not diggers dig underground. That's stupid. To keep up with the increasing population underground. Diggers are strong because they operate heavy machineries. They can normally cope with mutants. Not machinery. Machineries. Now that you mention it, you do have big muscles. No. Sorry, I mean, dot. Of course. Us diggers won't lose to those damn mutants. But take a look at this photo, will you? What is that? It's ugly. Oh no, it's ugly. Mutants. Too many of them. There must be 100, no, more than 1,000 of them. You can tell by this one photo that there is more than 1,000. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea where they came from. I've never seen that many before. We in Akihabara fought as hard as we could, but there were just too many of them. Many died, and now look at me. Oh no. The elderly, women, and children in Akihabara are now hiding the deepest parts of the shelter, further down their residential areas. But it's only a matter of time until the mutants reach them. That's why you came all the way to see. That's why you came all the way to Shinjuku to get help. But it is all Shinjuku is. A town once known to be the largest in Tokyo. It's not much different from Akihabara. The remaining population consists of only drug addicts and the elderly, both useless in any battle. I mean, it depends on what drugs they're addicted to. If they're addicted to meth, they'd be very useful in battle, in fact. Like, meth addicts are fucking battle machines. I think. There's no strength left in any of them to fight mutants of Akihabara. Damn it, I can't. There's no way I can save Yuki. Is there? Yuki? She's my only daughter. She was the only light in my life, in this helpless underground. I erased her on my own. She never complained, not even once, and she's always been there for me. She'd always say to me, smiling and washing my big, dirty digger clothes that take forever to dry. That she was dreaming of a day she'd go out to the surface and dry my clothes in the bright sunlight. Just once I want to get her out of this damp place, so that she'd play out in the open, without any ceilings or walls, under the blue sky. But I left her in Akihabara, where lots of mutants were surging in. God damn it. Yuki. I can't. Forgive me, Yuki. Okay, that's it. I'll go to Akihabara and save Yuki. And we'll search the surface. And we'll reach the surface together with Yuki. I can't read anymore. What the fuck is wrong with me? I've been reading for too long. You want to make a team and go to school with friends on the surface? Yep, that's my dream. In this hopeless underground world. Are you seriously thinking about doing something so foolish? I'm not a fool. I just want to see people smile above ground. Your name is Hisako, right? You're surely interesting. I sure want to shake things up too. Let's do it together. You and I are going to Akihabara and save Yuki. To see her smile at your school on the surface. From now on, that's my dream. Great. Great. Could anyone imagine that a little girl? Could anyone imagine that a little girl? She's a little girl. He's littering everywhere. Help. Could anyone imagine that a little girl like Hisako would befriend a digger from Akihabara? Well, let's get a move on. Yuki's waiting to Akihabara. Wait a minute. What? It is the only rail track that can take us to Akihabara Station from Shinjuku Station. But... The shutter closed down from the impact of falling rocks. We need to open it first. Ow! How can we open it? We can open the shutter only by finding the computer control room in Shinjuku and remotely controlling the shutter. The computer control room. So if we find it, then we can open the shutter and head towards Akihabara. I can't move freely because of this injured leg. Please, go to the control booth and open the shutter, Hisako. Okay. What's above the ceiling, you ask? I never thought of that. I never thought of that before. My old lady used to say, underground is hell. But these might not be anything but despair. My old lady used to say, underground is hell, but there might not be anything but despair in the surface world. How should I know what's it? How should I know what it's like up there? But I reckon the hell I live in. I reckon the hell I live in now should be better than unknown heaven. Mommy's boy Goro. Words of wisdom. It's blocked. We have to find another way. Wait. These rocks seem rather soft, Let me try. Soft rocks. Rocks aren't soft, dumbass. You did it, the rocks are gone. I heard great things about the diggers in Akihabara, but I had no idea you were this great, and you did it in such a short time too. You're going to be a big help to us, considering the jungle roads in underground Tokyo. I've heard Akihabara used to be an electric town, trading many tools and heavy machineries. After the war, to accommodate for ever-growing underground population, those who'd escape into underground Akihabara kept digging with the tools that had been buried. But the result of all the reckless digging done by ignorant men is multiple occasions of the foundation sinking and a huge mess nobody has the whole picture of. That's what underground Tokyo is. Maybe it's us diggers' fault that Maybe it's us diggers' fault that underground Tokyo became such a labyrinth. Let's talk to the refugee. How about that? What wish I do? A human? You came to rescue me? Yeah, I'm glad you're safe. You were trapped under the rubble, but what were you doing in a place like this to start with? I heard the trains in Shinjuku still ran, so I forced myself to come get one. I heard that the trains in Shinjuku still ran, so I forced myself to come get one. Trains in Shinjuku? You mean... So that train is the one you took. Do you like trains that much? Oh yes, they are dream vehicles from before the war, packed with pre-war technologies. As an engineer, I have to have one. You're an engineer. I thought girls didn't like to even touch machines. To survive, I needed to learn. There are many machines that can still... To survive, I needed to learn. There are many machines that can still be used if fixed. I'd explored and studied all the scrap metals around here. So I thought if I had a train, I could travel far to get more. Anyway, you're safe now. Be thankful that you're alive. Where are you guys going to use a train for anyway? I'm heading to the surface world. The surface? Are you crazy? I'm not. I just want to take back the surface world and find a school there. A school? I might have read something about it. It's a place for kids, for them to study and play, right? I always thought it was a fictional place. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. In this reality, it kinda is. But it sounds interesting, doesn't it? Schools. Can I join you? Take me with you. I think I can learn more advanced technology at school. Of course. Of course. I'm so glad you're coming with me. If you need any maintenance work done on anything, and trains to gas stoves. Just let me know. You have gas stoves. How do you have gas stoves underground? They require gas. I assume you have a finite amount of gas. How do you have a gas stove? Or how do you know how to fix a gas stove if you don't? And if you do, why? An engineer living in Shinjuku Station. Having helped her grandfather, a mechanic, since childhood, she now repairs machines in her neighborhood. After the destruction of civilization on the surface, functioning machines are very valuable, as well as people who can repair them. Longing to witness and touch never seen before machines and technologies, she decided to join Hisako and heads for the surface world. Be there. Because apparently these are soft rocks too. It's blocked. We have to find another way. Wait. These rocks seem rather soft. Let me try. Again, I don't know how rocks can be soft, but okay. You did it. The rocks are gone. It's the same thing. Why are you telling me the same thing twice? It's a souvenir. Ooh. A smart ticket card for trains. Widely used at all train stations across Japan. It also functioned as electronic money, enabling its users to shop with it in various locations such as convenience stores. The entire public transportation system is destroyed now. Isn't there really something that needed to be mentioned? There's no public. There's no public. Why would there be a fucking transportation system for them? For them. The entire public transportation system is destroyed now. The ticket gates that were once crowded with commuters are now filled with mutants. Thanks for clarifying that there's no public transportation. I was really wondering about getting into social events. Let's talk to Johnny, the surface hater. You're not thinking of getting out to the surface, are you? I have no interest in that, but I might be interested in how you'll end up getting killed by mutants above. Oh, strong enemy. Can I or can I not defeat him? I might be able to. Sure. Whoa. Who the hell are you? Is that a good voice for him? I don't know, I'll fucking forget it by the next recording. I saw the distress signal. That's why I came. I sure hell didn't ask for any help. I was just digging a hole into the surface. Get out of my way. A hole leading up to the surface? Yeah, explain to him. This is incredible. There are others heading to the surface too. The third generation of underground residents. I mean, our generation was lucky enough to experience hard and strict upbringing of grandparents. I reckon there are many young people heading to the surface, fed up with life down here. Heading for school there, huh? Hisako, I now see how determined you are. But I don't plan on joining anyone unless I connect this hole to the surface. This is my battle, so get out of my way. There's a hole. Well, it looks like it just went through a wall and not to the surface. All that digging must have hurt the wires inside the wall, sending a distress signal as a result. Aside from a small difference in the hole's purpose, it's whole all the same. I suppose I finished my job then. So then, Hisako, you know I wouldn't mind giving you a hand with your dream. I've changed his voice for this guy like 3 times within the last 2 minutes. Whatever. It's fine. He's never gonna show up again. It's fine. I've never seen Hisako becoming speechless. I'm not sure the 3rd generation underground residents are brave or just reckless. Can't they be both? More reading. An energetic boy living in Shinjuku Station dig in a hole on his own that would lead him to the surface. Although underground residents know better than to go up to the surface, their descendant 3rd generation youths are becoming increasingly eager to get up to the surface. Kazuma is one of them. Despite his initial determination to head to the surface by himself, without anybody's help, he ends up joining Hisako. Can you find a voice for the fucking diary thing? Level up! Let's invest our skill point. Let's invest into melee again because, yeah. Backstab. And honest, but yeah, I can't read anymore, and my throat is starting to hurt from doing all the voices. So I'll probably just end it here. So that's it. I'll see you next time, and remember to be the best you that you can. Bye.